Hello, hello, my beautifuls. It's me, your girl Iris, on another Critics Collective. Before I dive into it, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Today, we are talking about episode 3 of season 7 of The Kardashians. Now, just to dive right into this episode. In the beginning of the episode, of course, they're doing the Fatal Attraction viewing because, Kim has not seen the movie, which is crazy. Crazy. Crazy to me. Yes, I just threw my glasses like I ain't got no goddamn sense. Crazy. Like, that is one of the movies from Glenn Close. Like, how could you not have seen that movie? Like, it scarred so many men and made them double think about cheating on their women. But of course, they still haven't learned their lesson to this day. So, the viewing was super cute. It was at Kris Jenner's house. But I have to say, my biggest thing about that viewing was Sarah Paulson. Like, she was fangirling so hard in Kris Jenner's house and her obsession with Kris. Like, she was like, "This is my house now. This is my house." Right, 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 right. But it was cute. It was cute. Because, for me, if I'm seeing Sarah Paulson, I would be fangirling over her. Like, she's such an amazing actress. So to see her fangirl, it was cute. It was super cute, you know. Next part of this episode was Psalm uh, doing some voice acting. You don't really hear too much like about Psalm and the things that he's doing. Like, um, I think it was interesting that they were having him do the Angry Birds. Introducing a new character, and it was cute. Something small, something cute. And I from the clips that they did show you in the episode, I think I think he did a good job. You know, um, his voice. He's young. He has that cute little boy voice. So it was cute. It is what it is. Now, the other meat and potatoes of this episode was the Khloe and Courtney drama, which was boring. Like, they're arguing over a group chat, whatever. Um, I thought what was funny though is online because I do like to see other people's opinions of what they think of the episode and the things that they share and stuff like that. And I did find online, and I will leave the person anonymous, that someone posted, "This Courtney and Chloe drama is such a nothing burger. Like, who gives a fuck about some group chat?" What I thought was the funniest shit about that was the nothing burger. I think I'm gonna have to use that. Like, this is a nothing burger. It's plain. It's bland. It was. It was. I just feel like it was, whatever sisterly stuff that was kind of meaningless. Um, and then like Chloe meeting up with Scott again, and then them talking about how the whole New York thing and him kind of coming to his senses about the fact that, hey, you can't just get up and go. Now, in my previous video, I did post that, I can understand him wanting to start over somewhere because, you're kind of attached to someone else's family that you're not even with anymore. But, his kids, I think I could never move away from my child. Like, let's say if roles were reversed and my daughter was with her father. Um, I couldn't just move away from my child and start over new, you know, away from my kids and, like having my daughter fly out and fly back. Like that's no. If I'm leaving somewhere, my kids are coming with me. And of course, when you're a part of a split family, it's hard. I know for some people just get up and go and they're like, whatever. But, there is a deep relationship that he has, especially with him and Mason, that, I can understand him saying, like, oh, like I can't just get up and go, even though it's a possibility that Mason would have just came with him. But it's still like the rest of your children, you can't just leave. Um, and I know that's easy for some, but I think Scott finally it clicked like, okay, yeah, no, this is gonna get too messy. I can't just go. And crazy part is while Chloe was chilling with Scott, she calls Rob. And I love how she has the picture of him and her when they were kids on her phone, like, as his profile pic. Um, the whole conspiracy stuff that Rob was talking about. Okay, with some of the stuff he was saying, to each his own. I mean, I'm not huge conspiracy buff. There are certain things that I'm just like, hmm, you know. There are certain conspiracies that I think are there has to be some truthfulness to them, but the whole kids with cookies, I don't know. I think that was a little bit far fetched. I think, I mean, not saying that there aren't kids killing kids, because school shootings and all, um, especially here in the United States. But I don't know, the whole cookie thing kind of. I don't know if is that actually a thing. I don't know. It sounded kind of weird, but whatever, whatever. And that's it. I mean, that's really it to this episode. This episode, there wasn't really like, ooh, what's going on? I don't know. It was kind of episode 3 was kind of bland for me, you guys. It was kind of bland. But I know here we do ratings like I've mentioned previously. If I did mention it previously, I don't know if I mentioned it previously. I do apologize if I haven't. But what I want to do is I'm going to be going through reviewing each and every one of the episodes. I will not be rating until the season finale. Well, I will be rating the entire season to let you know how I felt about the season. But please, like I previously mentioned, I like to say that a lot. Previously mentioned, previously mentioned. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you find it as boring as I did? Because I really, really did. There just wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot for me in this. I'm just saying. Just saying. Hopefully they give us more in the next. But once again, thank you so much for joining me, your girl, on another Critics Collective. Love yous.